Let's go. Hello and welcome to the penultimate tribal council for Trinity Survivor Deception Island. We are here with the three vulnerable folks tonight, and also Keaton to join us.
And also Keaton. Okay, Burn.
Hey,
Just have Keaton be tonight.
I wish I could have kicked Keaton. I was trying.
Wow. Okay, we're at the very end of this, and y'all still coming at me? Fuck all of you.
Yeah, you should have been voted out first.
So, being the first one out of the challenge, these three psychos fight it out for over 3 hours. Did you have a level of concern over who would win, watching how things played out?
I wasn't sure because in principle, if, everyone was to be taken at their word, I wasn't going home. But at Final Four, I think all of us have played at least a good chunk of this game with everyone else in the Final Four, so it's kind of more likely that you end up getting blindsided. So I wasn't so much concerned about who was necessarily going to win from my perspective. I was just more frustrated that disability tings meant that I couldn't literally keep fate in my own hand.
Would you have gone through for 3 hours, even if you didn't get that?
I mean,
Possible? I
think I could have if I could have avoided spasms, but usually it's just my legs that kick out. But occasionally anything that my nerves are being troubled by will suddenly flick out, and unfortunately today it decided I wasn't going to play ball. So yeah, it was a horrible thing to have to watch because it gave me too much time to think about the possibility of getting voted out, and I almost think I would like to think that these people know my situation enough not to think it, but amongst people who are more strangers, I would almost be worried that it might look at a sign of complacency, and that they'd go, well, he clearly feels too safe because he didn't try hard enough or something like that. So
No.
it wasn't a pleasant watch, but they all did brilliantly. So full props to them.
And then on the other hand, we got Kevin, who lasted for about 3 hours and 12 minutes, just short of the record, which Robert then went on to break just for the flex. Kevin, do you feel like you needed this immunity tonight?
Yeah. I know where my shortcoming has come with this merge, and I've been this is now the third or fourth immunity that I've gotten second in. So it's a little bit frustrating, but I went way longer than I thought I was going to, and it's one of those things where, yes, I am upset that I'm now vulnerable to go and get fourth, but just kind of knowing how hard I pushed it, and I can't feel that bad about it. When you get that far, it's a matter of your arm is going to give out at some point, and it's dude, it became almost just too much. The pain was just, I couldn't feel anything to right here, and I was just, I couldn't do it anymore. But all props to Robert.
All right, so Tim, with only 3 options to go home tonight, you ensure that it's one of the other two and not yourself going to the jury tonight.
get a double vote from Keaton and get a super auto from Keaton and maybe even get a magical power from Nick and combine them all. No, I've been told by Z and Kevin that they're both voting for me. I didn't talk to Robert, but I am assuming he's doing the same. And, you know, if I get fourth via Fallen Angel, and I'll just, it's like the one time I'm like, I kind of hope the jury, you know, wasn't going for me, but, you know, it's going to suck that I could have won after going runner-up. And I don't know if I would have preferred second and fourth. But I just gotta, you know, I made some mistakes, especially at the final six, and I'm reaping those bad choices.
So Z, was this a fairly straightforward vote, or is there a chance that we see a tie tonight?
If everyone's being honest, then I think it's unanimous. But I think at this point it can be, even when it's people who are closer, it can be harder to lie to someone in some ways. So I'm going to be nervous until I see the vote. But in principle, if it goes how everyone's saying it is, then it is what it is. But sorry, I realise I'm kind of, but it's 4 a.m. Like, you were going on about 2 a.m. tribals, crackheads. I'm exhausted.
Evan, are you still around?
Kevin's off buying wine.
Kevin's like, you know what? Fuck y'all.
No, sorry. That competition went so long that Evelyn got kind of mad at me. So,
So, Kevin, with only one round left to go, with only one vote left to cast, make it through this one final vote. How important is this round?
I mean, it's pretty important. I feel like everyone remaining, you know, has a solid pitch to win, and so, you know, because, you know, I've talked to Z. I think I beat Z.
And Z thinks he can beat you.
So
both of you beat me. Stupid. You both beat me. So dumb.
But so it's we a lot of our decisions in the late game has been very determined by how we're perceiving what the jury is going to be like, and so, you know, you're not going to know until finale night whether or not you made the right decision. So,
well, you know, one of you is making a wrong decision. Depends on which one. Whichever one of you gets second, I guess.
I'm not gonna go into all the various reasons now, but like, I discussed it with Tim, I've discussed it with Kevin. As far as I'm concerned, whether I get first, second, or third now, I've made the right decision for where my head's at. There is absolutely nothing I'm regretting.
Well, Tim, what would you say is the right decision, quote unquote, here?
Well, not voting me. just keep me in, please. I don't want to get fourth after sitting for 3 hours. No, it's, you know what? I clearly view this jury as something not what they're viewing. I had a terrible relationship with Dan. I had a terrible relationship with Johnny. I had a terrible relationship with Nick. Terrible relationship with Tawny. And apparently I'm just like maybe jury threat because I played too similar for Z, and I wasn't loyal enough for Kevin. And then I get booted for those things. And, you know, I just, whatever. If they think it's their right decision, I can't argue about it, you know.
All right, raise your hand. You feel like you could be going home tonight.
Oh, me. Me. Is me.
I know
I
it's
hope not, but I
made of-
couldn't say no with any sense of complete confidence right now.
I know it's made of me to ask you guys to raise your hands once again after you just did that for 3 hours, but
I raised my other hand.
I went
I raised my
Well,
other hand. The other hand is out of commission. The
Two
other
of
hand is
them
dead.
went for 3 hours.
fair enough. Well, I have the votes right here. Shall we get to it?
Julian, I have an idol. Dylan
Shut the
went to
fuck up.
set-
Go, shut up, Final Four, go to sleep. Let's do this. Let's get this over with.
Dylan went to this. I was going to do that as a lie.
needs to
No, wait. I was going to do that as a lie at like the final 9 or final 8 vote. I was going to be like, Dylan said he didn't have anything. We had an idol and he could give it to me, and I have it. And I would have done it. I was so mad I didn't do it. Anyway, go to the votes. Just vote me out, Julian. I'm ready.
Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out, be asked to leave the tribal council area. I'll read the votes. First vote. Tim. Kevin. Ken.
Robert? Robert?
17th person voted out of Trinity survivor Deception Island and the 9th and final member of the jury. Tim.
Robert. Why can't you just be honest with me? Oh, well.
You know,
I have no hard feelings to either of you. I'm pretty much not going to vote Robert. Good luck to you both. I will definitely have an open mind, no matter what you. No matter what, I'll have an open question. I'll listen to what the jury says. I hope that they hated me, and then one of you made a horrible decision. Now I went from I hope the jury loved me, but I hope the jury hated me. Julian, thank you for having me back. I think I did prove myself. I think I played a much better game this time, and good luck to you all.
Tim, I know you came back wanting redemption after Ireland, and I do think you played a good game here. Unfortunately, the tribe has spoken.
I know.
Here you go.
Don't do it!
right, Tim. Oh my
All right.
God.
Kevin, Robert, Z, congratulations. You guys don't have to vote anyone else out of this game. You three have no tribal council, and we'll get to plead your case to the jury. And one of you three,
If they fucking listen.